Come on out, sir. Oh yeah, he's done. He's done. Right back on pin. Okay, a little slow in the pin build up, but it's a pinnacle boss. But we still got him before he could get us, so it's that easy. Come on, lady. Goodbye. Goodbye. He just will roll away from you and, you know, dead. Jesus. Had to get the ads out of the way, but golly. All right, we got a huge build update. Thanks to chat. I finally caved. All right, the tame beast thing. I finally got, you know, this little boar guy here. I wanted the monkey, but they changed it so the monkey can't have haste aura. So look, big changes here. I'm getting to the point where I'm getting really annoyed. Last Epoch, everybody's playing it right now. I played for 50 hours. I got to endgame at launch, was like 14 months ago. I had a good time playing it. They've added a ton of stuff. I haven't even looked. I think I'm going to jump in tonight, so come hang out, come watch. Probably going to do a black hole build again. But PoE 2, it's just like, look, what are we on this? 5 days, 10 hours, so we're like 120, 130 hours on this build, okay? And I haven't seen a greater Jeweler's Orb in probably like 80 hours, and I haven't seen one perfect Jeweler's Orb. I'm just not seeing good loot drop. We just beat Zekshit, the Breach Pinnacle boss. We tried the Simulacrum, whatever it's called, Delirium. We got to like wave 8 or 9 and it got absolutely destroyed. And then every time it respawned us, we were swarmed by like 100 monsters, and we died instantly like 4 times in a row because there's nothing we can do. So that was just insane. We beat the Expedition Pinnacle boss, and then I beat an audience with the King, the Ritual one. I don't have the Arbiter of Fate or whatever his name is because I sold all of the fragments I had to Alva to buy perfect Jeweler's Orbs and stuff. But I'm just getting tired of not seeing any loot, just getting one shot by the dumbest things. Like we should be in a good spot. Like there's tons of people out there making videos and have made videos of like, no matter what you do, you will get one shot. Doesn't matter if you're running high defense, high evasion, high energy shield, you're gonna get one shot. And all armor should, you know, if you're max resistances or even the 70% for resistances, like look at ours, 71, 75, 75, 74. We're still just getting destroyed with our evasion's 57. Is that the highest it goes? Yeah, it could be better, but you know, with what do we have? 4,477 evasion. They used to be in the 70%, so they nerfed that down. It's just one of those things where it's getting real annoying where, you know, unless you spec into intelligence with every single build and really pump energy shield, you're going to die all the time. And it shouldn't be the state of the game because this isn't an intelligence build. You know what I mean? But with all that said, we got a beast. We grinded for probably like an hour to get one that had haste aura. And it's really good. So basically it gives us, I don't know the percentage, it doesn't say, but it's probably like 15 to 20% skill speed. He's an absolute unit. So with our totems right now, without popping our things, we're at 37,000. Let's switch to that. Let's switch to this. Switch back to this. Okay, so it puts us at 47,000. With Innervate active, when you kill an enemy, it's in the 60,000s for your crossbow shot, okay? I just want to show you one thing. Let me let this get out of here. Okay, no more rage. I'll make sure my skills expire. All right, so we're at 25,000 base DPS now, okay? If we turn this guy off, look at us now. 18,900. We gained just about 7,000 DPS just because this guy bumps up our skill speed by like 20-25%. I don't know what it is, right? But if you look, our modifiers are haste aura, powerful minions, breaks armor, all damage ignites. So we turn this back on. Get him in here. Okay, we got the haste back to 25,500. That's a huge boost, right? Shock burst rounds absolutely flies. Like, look at that. So much faster now. Our totems have the extra skill speed when he's in range. Like, look how fast they shoot. They're just, you're just blasting, you know what I mean? You're just destroying everything. It's wild. So this guy with the haste aura is nice. There is one, like a physical damage buff that gives you like an extra 20% damage. So that would have been nice, but it was hard enough to get the aura on him. So that's the biggest change. Nothing else outside of our last update has changed, but this is absolutely massive. I did change around a lot of the skills and skill gems because we had to remove some spirit so we could put this guy on, because he takes up 35% of your spirit. But it's 100% worth it, and build's pretty much where it's going to be. I mean, honestly, grabbing a few more levels, what, 2 more levels? So I can grab back to my 44 rage. That'll give us another 10% increase while we have, you know, our rage up. But outside of that, this is pretty much where it's going to be. I mean, we've killed pinnacle bosses. We could easily kill the arbiter. We just have to, you know, get the tokens to get him, but I'm happy with where it is. And we had some really juiced up maps today. Like, I had these 3 towers right here that I juiced, and I mean, as you can see, we're just obviously going ham. T15 rare maps, just big modifiers, just, you know, we've got all of our Atlas points now. If you look, we're a 40 of 40. And we got 2 points into Delirium, 2 points into Expedition. We failed Simulacrum, and we got 2 points into Ritual. And then obviously we haven't done the Arbiter yet, but I'm sure we could take him down very, very quickly. Still, like, but like on my Witch Hunter, I would have had all 10 points into the map bosses. It's not dropping more books. I don't know why. I've killed like 50 bosses and I haven't gotten another +2 points for the boss. It's like, when is it gonna drop? Like, how, what? It's crazy that it's taking this long. Like, I want to try this build with +4 map difficulty, but I can't, because it's just not dropping. And it's just, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like these drops are just not happening. But you know, it does pretty good. So let's get into the changes here. All right, let's get into changes. With the faster attack speed, you know, you're basically blasting through mobs. You're destroying the bosses. Like, it's so fast. You know what I mean? So look. All right, let's get into the skills, okay? Galvanic shards. Nothing has changed here. Primal armament, conduction, execute, and innervate. Now, your companion will vary. Ours ignites on all hits, okay? So if you wanted to, you could put Stormfire on something, which Stormfire basically, as long as Ignite is on an enemy, your shock never expires. We have Ignite lasting for 8 seconds on our companion with a support gem. So basically, if we come in and blast with Plasma Blast, our companion, the boar's not going to hit until we hit. And we get around 10 seconds with this, with our setup right now. So really, Stormfire is not needed. But if you wanted to get another slot on Galvanic, I was going to run Long Shot since we're running low life and it, you know, has to be in our area. So that way Long Shot will do more damage to things that are further away, because that's where our damage is the weakest, like edge of screen. Either run Long Shot or you want to run Stormfire if you're having problems getting bosses down, but you don't need it for bosses, I'm telling you right now. Okay. Shock burst rounds, martial tempo, lockdown, you need that for the extra pin, elemental focus, concentrated effect, and fresh clip. I don't know if fresh clip's bugged, but it doesn't really seem to give that extra boost. When you pop emergency reload gives you 29% more damage. Fresh clip should be giving us 27% more damage because of well, our quality is not up, so we're only getting what's it, 22. We only have 22 in a clip. Max quality should give you another 27% damage, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. Maybe it just doesn't affect the pulse damage anymore. Regardless, it should, but they nerfed everything. It fucking sucks, so we're just not doing damage. Dude, I used to have this pulse damage up to 800,000, almost a million, depending on the buffs I had. Like now, it barely hits like 150,000. Like the nerfs are crazy. Like also, this lightning node that I used to lightning rod. It used to be all lightning hits were lucky. Now it's 30%. It's look. Don't get me started. Right. Anyway, plasma blast, lasting shock, hourglass, overcharge, and rage forged. Okay. Ripwire, same things. Ancestral urgency, font of rage, font of blood, font of mana, emergency reload, premeditation, ingenuity, murderous intent, companion. Okay, make sure you at least get haste aura. All right, that's the only one you care about. Haste aura, not haste or haste in. Haste aura, haste aura. Okay, that'll affect you and your Ripwire totems. Okay, it's a big damage increase. So I have Meat Shield, Eternal Flame, and Elemental Army on him. I only have Eternal Flame because mine does ignite on all hits. Okay? Herald of Thunder, Deadly Herald, Leverage, Bone Shrapnel, and Lightning Infusion. Wind Dancer got some changes. Clarity, Cannibalism, and Blind. And Berserk now has nothing because we don't have any more Spirit. And the only thing you can put on that is Spirit stuff. Okay? So that's it for the skills. Some big changes here. But yeah, I mean, big damage increase, big speed increase. The faster you hit, the faster you blow through maps. It's really cool. Passive skill tree. Nothing has changed, but we'll go over it. Okay, you're rocking all the pin. You're rocking. You absolutely need a solid plan for the half spirit cost, and then you need the totem speed. I hope that eventually they make it so the totems attack on their own, because when you're dodging mechanics, like if we were in the Simulacrum and we were, you know, our totems were down, they would just start blasting and pinning enemies. But since we were swamped by literally like 100 enemies, we had to keep rolling, and then we just eventually died. And then 2 of the rares in that pack had the mana absorption shit, and then it was just, there's nothing you could do, right? So our totems would have been useful if we had the skill speed, but they didn't fire when we fired. But yeah, nothing has changed. This will be on the Mobalytics. It's easier to look at it that way. We grabbed all the low life stuff, grabbing the pin up here, the presence because we have that helm. We still have all of this stuff, and then I'm specced into I'm gonna spec back into the rage, because that's gonna be our biggest increase. The damage that we can get at will be 93 when we get it, but you know, it's gonna be a grind to get that far. That's pretty much it. Skill tree still the same. Emeralds, run emeralds. Make sure you get 20% increased pin build up and on all 3 of your emeralds. Okay, so you need an additional 60% pin build up. Very crucial for this build. Very crucial. And then you can run damage with crossbows. What do we got on this one? Companions deal 17% increased damage. Sick. We have that now, but I mean, not needed. Shock duration is good. We got 11% attack damage. You can go lightning damage, elemental damage. This one's just crossbow damage and pin build up. Make sure you get 20% pin build up on all 3 of these for 60%, because you're at 60. This gives you 6. That's 120, 140, 160. And then on shock burst rounds, you're at 280% pin build up. And that's very crucial, because when we fought Zekshit, the Breach Pinnacle boss, it was close, but we got him back on the pin. But he took a lot to build it up. But it is possible. Map bosses +2 absolutely destroys them. Like, not even, they never have a chance. So I'm sure +4 will be just as fine. All right, gear. Gear is still the same as last time. Okay. You're looking for physical damage, lightning damage, elemental damage, attack speed, projectiles +6, +7. And then obviously we have the deepest tower, 50% reduced presence area of effect. We got the 40 on the skill tree. If you get the Ox Talisman from the Asmeri Spirits, you can get 20% increased presence area of effect only on boots. So that gives us 60%. So we're at 10%. We're at 4.4. And then just run your resistances as high as you can. Pump evasion on your chest, life regen, get big mana regen. You're going to need, 46 intelligence to wear this helmet. So I've got an extra 31 into intelligence on this. I got +2 to all my projectile skills. I'm running deep trance, which gives me 8% attack speed and 10% reduced cost of skills. Basically, you're looking for big mana regen on this. Big mana, big life. Right here, gain 19 mana per enemy killed. Make sure you get this on one of your rings. Absolutely massive to keep your mana up so you never have to worry about mana. My mana never runs out. I never have to use potions. My mana regen is like over 100. What are we at? 94.3. We're at 108 mana regen per second. Our life was at like 120, 130, but we had to take out some support gems, so we lost another 1%. Is what it is. It's still pretty high, but you want to get your mana regen up to around 100 and then have gain mana per enemy killed. You're really just looking for extra damage where you can fit it. Big mana, big life. On your gloves, go for 16. I think it goes to 19% attack speed. Big lightning damage. We got 2 to 59. Belt, life, mana, strength. Boots, movement speed. That's pretty much it, honestly. Nothing too crazy. I'm just running the increase rarity of items found when you kill a rare unique, and that'll do it for equipment. And that's it. So if you saw at the beginning of the video, you're gonna get plasma blast ready. You're gonna sit there outside of the boss room. You're gonna let your rage build up. All right, this is the rotation. And then you'll start creeping forward. You'll go up to the boss. Depending on their animation, depends on how long you should wait. All right. So then refresh your totems. Charge this. Takes what, like 3 seconds. Blast the boss. Switch to shock burst. Kill them. And once they come off of, just about to come off of pin, once you go through that first clip, press down, emergency reload, or whatever you set it to. Get that extra damage, and they're dead. Right. When you're shooting shock burst, as soon as you're about to get down, pop emergency reload, and then you'll get that full clip back again. I don't think fresh clip is working properly, so if you want to get down to, like, you know, have it at like 3, you do plasma blast, you switch to shock burst, shoot, fresh clip goes off, then you hit emergency reload and get that whole clip. Up to you. But make sure you're using emergency reload while you're shooting this to get that extra 29% damage, and they're dead. Easy. And I'll throw up a whole map. And that'll be it. All right, you know the drill. Subscribe, come back, see you on the next one. All right, last corrupted nexus, then we can do 2 of the special maps. Last one, 15+ tier. All right. Oh, we gotta add more modifiers to it. Okay, whatever, let's just juice it up. I didn't want to waste exalts, but I guess I thought it was 4. Yeah, sick. Give it another one. Awesome. Should be good now, right? There we go. All right, for the last 2 Atlas points, here we go. Come on board, buddy. Let's go. Easy work. So fast. So fast. Yeah, as long as the modifiers don't have enfeeble, you have less resistances, or like deal 50% extra fire, cold, or, you know, lightning, we're usually pretty good. But I feel like that's every class just gets destroyed by that at the moment. I guess we'll follow the wisp. Sir, ain't got no mana. Reload there. You die, thanks. Damn, another one? You know, I could shock burst him, but no fun. All right, Boar's back. Do we do the ritual? Let's do an essence real quick. Everything is dead. Ending in poison. I get back here, Boar. Ray Crush. Okay, hold on. Need to die. Great, just, you know, put the whole thing in poison. Great. Fucking, I don't know why they keep trying to kill me. Wait for the poison to go away. Okay, it went away. Quick. Lethal. Got here. Clouds of discharge. Hate it.
Back to the grave.
What is even hurting me? Can't even see anything on the ground. Nah, I'm not doing any of this extra shit. Too much poison over there. Just gonna go straight for the fucking rares. I'm not playing these games anymore. These stupid rituals and other shits.
That's one down.
A ritual? How about not? It's always the cloud disturbance one that gets me. None of the other ones ever kill me. It's only when there's a disturbance. And even when I'm not in the disturbance, it's like, I heard you want to die today. This game's so bipolar when it comes to one-shotting you. Guys up here gotta go.
Rapid lightning.
I don't know what's exploding as poison back here, but it needs to chill out. Keep it up. Do a strong box? Screw it. What else could go wrong? Chaos barrages. Didn't work. Great. Okay.
Another notch on me helmet.
He's throwing lightning. Knock it off, dude. Oh, and it's a rare. All right. I mean, really nothing I would want. Got two more rares. Those are dead ends. I'll chill with the lightning, please. Name just stink. Just stink. The ball's coming. Ball's coming. Let's kill all these little turds first. What's the matter, huh? What's the matter, Pale Angel? That's it. We got all our Atlas points. Besides the pinnacle stuff. But, you know, it takes 20 hours just to get enough splinters to run them once, so. Hell yeah.